Yes, and it is Wednesday, and we are live on this Elevate. 7 minutes to inspire you to elevate your life, to create that life that you want. This is Soraya Otana, your life designer, results, and creative coach. I'm here to inspire you to move your life beyond even your wildest dreams. And today I want to share with you something that is so powerful as we continue to celebrate the women that have made a difference in our lives. We have a very powerful story today. I have something, and I'm going to start with a question today that says, what are you tolerating today? What are you tolerating in your life? What are you tolerating around your everydayness that you are not satisfied with, that you're not really happy with, but you're tolerating it? That you see things that shouldn't be happening, but you're tolerating them. That you see things that really bother you, but you're tolerating them. Because here is a true fact. You get what you tolerate. I'm going to share with you the story of a woman that said, no more. No more. I am drawing the line on the sand, and I am not going to tolerate this. This is a woman that saw something that shouldn't be happening around, that it was affecting her and her people. And yet she said, I'm not going to tolerate it. I know that hashtag yes me. I have been part of the problem. I have been part of by being silent, by not saying anything. I've been part of the problem. And what she did is she said, you know what? No more, no more. And I'm referring to a woman that was sitting on a bus. And when somebody else came in, she was supposed to stand up, and she was asked and required and demanded that she would give up her seat. By now, you know that I am talking about the amazing Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was a woman that was sitting on a bus when there was segregation, when there was racism, and she was sitting on a bus, and she needed to give it up as a Black woman, she needed to give up when a white person came in and there were no more seats. So she was demanded that she did that. And you know what she did? She said no. Now, she knew what that would entail. She knew that there was going to be opposition. She knew that there were going to be also consequences, but she said no more. She said no more. And I love this, which she said. She said, you know what? The only tired I was tired of giving in. Of giving into something that shouldn't be happening. And what I mean by tolerating, sometimes we're not thinking about when you have a toddler at home, right? You have a toddler and you are tolerating not sleeping at night. You're tolerating a messy room, a messy house, right? You're tolerating toys around or sometimes crayons on the wall. You're tolerating that because you understand that comes with the territory. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about something that by definition, you know what, you don't agree to that. You don't agree to the way that you're being treated. You don't agree to the way that things are happening around your environment, but you are putting up with them. Why? Because there are conversations behind that. Maybe you are tolerating disrespect, right? Maybe you're tolerating that disrespect from a loved one, from a significant other, and you have a conversation that says that you justify, that you rationalize why that is okay to be happening. And you tell yourself these stories, right? That it is okay. It is okay for you to be feeling this or that. And what I'm inviting you today, as I hold up the mirror right here as your coach and said, what are you putting up with that? What are the conversations that are going on behind? Maybe you're tolerating a messy house. Maybe you're tolerating a messy car, a messy desk, right? Which tells us about the conversations that you have about your worth. Behind everything that you tolerate, there is a conversation. There is a disempowering conversation that says that it's okay in a way, right? For you to live like that, for you to put up with those things. And there is a reason, and you have a powerful reason. But what we're discovering here is that those powerful reasons in a day like today are keeping you down, and you live in such an era where you can live a fulfilled life. We're not in the Nazis. You're not in a concentration camp, right? You're not hearing me in a place where you say, you know what, this is intolerable and I cannot do anything about it because I'm a victim of the circumstances. But most likely, if you're listening to me, you have the power of choice. And as you realize that you have the power of choice, you also have the power to see what's going on. What are the conversations that happen behind it? Maybe you are tolerating somebody not treating you the way that you need to be treated. And maybe you have given that power, right? You have yielded it. And it is time for you to take it back and say, no more, no more. Why? Because it is my God-given right and gift for me to live the life that I want. Okay? And that we're talking as long as it's ecological. And what do I mean by ecological? It's something that serves you, it's something that serves others, and it serves the environment. That's what we're talking about. So if it doesn't serve you to be disrespected, to be called names, to be put down, to be emotionally abused, mental abused, right? Why are you tolerating? Why are the stories that you're telling? Maybe you say that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you are not X enough, right? That you're not worthy, that you don't belong. And you know how I know that? Because that was my story. And for years and years and years, because my dad left, I created a story around that. I didn't make it as I was 5 years old, 7 years old, 9 years old. I didn't make it about adults not really going, getting along together as adults. I made it about me. And I started asking myself a question and having that conversation. My question was, what is wrong with me? What is so foundational wrong with me that my dad would walk away? It was because of me. I was not good enough to keep him around. And for years, I felt that there was something foundational wrong with me. And I felt that men couldn't love me. Why? Because men would leave. And because I felt that I was ugly. I was not interesting, that I was boring, that no man could ever love me. Why? Because I had a conversation. I was tolerating and putting up with a lot of things around. Why? Because I didn't believe that I was enough, and I had those conversations. So here's a question for you. What conversations are going on in your head that you're believing? What are the stories that you're telling yourself about why you are tolerating X, Y, or Z? Why are you tolerating a disrespectful child? Why are you tolerating you working 16 hours a day and not having time to yourself? Why are you tolerating people to put you down? What are you tolerating? How are you teaching people to treat you? So my invitation for you is to see that and put your foot down and say like Rosa Parks. What she said was, what? The only thing that I was tired of giving in. It's not right for what's happening. It's not right for us to feel this way. And I am done. I am putting my foot in the line, right? I'm drawing my line on the sand, and I'm saying no more. So what can you say no more to? And if you have no way of saying it, you know what? Get into a conversation with me. Let's change that, because the reality is that you can design, you can live the life that you want. And if you're not having it, I'm inviting you to do something for you, because today is the only day that you have, that you get for you to move and go for not only your dreams personally, not what is going on around you, but for a world that is listening, that is waiting for you to rise up, draw your foot on the line and say no more. Soraya Aitana, I'm inviting you to check on these links and listen to this video that is going to inspire you to not give in, to not give up, to be strong through the challenges. And let's see on Friday. I'm looking forward to seeing you then. And until then, I'm inviting you to design a life that you love. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.